following presentation of the NBA.
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on it. We are near.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the one. And for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Good work defensively by Crowder. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Bridges misses.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Conley. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ayton against Gobert. Stolen by Conley. Mitchell outside. From about 16. Utah gets it back. Gobert sinks that one from the post. Gobert's got his second basket.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And, Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Here's Gobert following the score by Phoenix. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Crowder. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Trailing by 2, and this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Just 5 on the clock. And here's Conley outside. Not gonna go that time. Some solid D from Paul. And here's the break. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
So it's the Jazz now, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Conley. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Paul left side. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's a specialty. Flying to the basket with no fear and conversion.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Bogdanovich. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Nice shot by Gobert.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Pass to Ayton. Out to the wing. Bridges passes to Ayton. And now Utah, fast break. Conley's running. Here's O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's good from O'Neal. And it's tied up with that one. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Carter on the wing. Kicks it out to Johnson. 4 seconds left. He lays it in.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Up in time. Can't hit that one. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Suns on top. They're up by 2. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Favors. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Niang in at the 4-man position. That's the group right now for Utah. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's more. Utah with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Clarkson on the wing. The pass to Niang. Back to Clarkson. Fires the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Johnson, the pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Derek Favors with the rebound. Jazz trail by 3. And here is Ingles. 14 points from him the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Clock is at 3. And he lays it straight in.
This is where Joe Ingles is gifted at realizing when he should go up with it. Really good timing on that shot.
More dishes to Ayton. Kicks to paint. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Payne, covered by Mitchell. Here's Ayton. Nails the baby hook. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Mitchell finds Favors. Back to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that's the kind of game that can give you a lot of momentum. And you can come away from that feeling like you have the confidence to be able to win those nail bites.
Well, how about the steal off great anticipation by Clarkson, then the kick ahead. Perfectly done.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for George Niang. And it's Conley in for Mitchell. And taken away by Paul. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Paul kicks to Booker. Down low. Ayton inside. Gobert on him. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Paul over Conley. They get it back. Back to Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. It's a 5-point game. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Outside Conley. The 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Passes it to Crowder. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Ayton missing. Jazz trail by 5. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Ingles. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Ingles. Got it off in time. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They're in good position. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And stolen by Ayton. Crowder kicks to Booker. Back to Crowder. A 3-ball. Rebound by Mitchell.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Poked away. Bridges with the steal. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul outside. The pass to Bridges. Ayton wide open. Off target from outside.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Over in the corner, Conley. Gobert against Ayton. Shot clock at 6. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley. Gobert's got 8 points. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Niang passes to Favors. Here's Clarkson. And the Jazz, another three.
Really encouraging to see Derek Favors pass like that. You love seeing him make an effort to get his teammates involved.
To the middle, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Niang. Back to Bogdanovich. Right side Favors. Takes the three. They get it back.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10" wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Moore outside. Inside. It's tipped and stolen by Favors. Pass to Clarkson. Mitchell with it. Back to Clarkson. Here's Favors. He nails it. And we're tied up.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backcourt.
Moore finds Paul. Drops in the layup for two. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Chalk up two there. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Clarkson bounce pass. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes to Niang. On the wing, Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Favors. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Favors has got the game tied up here for the Jazz. Now here's Johnson. Guarded close. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Johnson can't get it to go. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Conley. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Conley out there with O'Neal. And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Conley on the follow.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, whether it's a dunk or a jump shot, Booker's wide-ranging skills make him a consistent scoring threat.
Ingles with the ball. And stolen by Booker. Fast break, here come the Suns. Crowder against Favors. Got a piece of it. Booker outside. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Payne, and he makes that one.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
O'Neal passes to Favors. No one near Conley as he lets it go. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
O'Neal against Booker. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Back to Ingles and taken away by Johnson. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. And it goes down 2 points. And the Suns lead by 2.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunities.
Here's O'Neal. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
So you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Derek Favors. So he gets them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Outside Conley. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Crowder, the pass to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. And for the Suns, Ayton comes in for Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Bogdanovich inside, defended by Crowder. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive, doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Conley. 3-pointer. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Paul goes in. That shot misses. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Gobert. And the layup falls. And it's a 5-point Utah lead.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Paul passes to Ayton. And he gets the bucket.
DeAndre Ayton, unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. Mitchell finds Conley. Here's Gobert. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And both free throws good from Crowder.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
Outside Conley. And Gobert kicks to Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. Booker outside.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
To the paint, and stolen by Ayton. Fast break, here come the Suns. Bridges dishes to Booker. A second chance effort. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
It falls!
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Crowder with the steal.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so it's Utah, who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jam. On Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the small forward position. Murray, no good. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Just 5 to shoot. Conley's shot is off. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris's play trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
And there's the feed to Millsap. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
Bounce pass, Conley. Here's Gobert. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Jokic kicks to Barton. Murray outside. Goes up on the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. To the left wing. Outside Conley. Passes it to O'Neal. High post, Gobert. Over Jokic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Barton passes to Harris. Offline with his 3. Jazz trail by 4. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gobert can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Murray against Conley. Harris inside. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Michael Conley. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Bogdanovich dishes to O'Neal. Mitchell left side. They could use a bucket. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now Conley following Will Barton's 3-point attempt. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Here's Dozier. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The three from Bogdanovich. Millsap grabs the miss. And Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Gets it off. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll be back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it's Mitchell missing. Denver leading by 4. From deep. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Niang. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Niang's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Jazz. And here's Morris for 3. They get the rebound, and Porter putting it right back in.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Kings. Pass to Niang. Favors, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Utah trailing here. Pass to Niang. Lets it go. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Dozier. Ingles covering. Porter outside. Drills it from outside. Porter's got 5.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
On the wing, Ingles. Back to Favors. Ingles, the bounce pass. Clarkson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nuggets leading by 4. Morris. The shake. And there it is for him.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Another miss by Utah.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
On the wing, Porter. Hit his foot. And the officials saying it was kicked. Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Murray comes in for Morris. Utah also making some changes. Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Mike Conley in for Donovan Mitchell.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Jazz trail by 8. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. 1:25 left now here in the second. Clock at 6 to the inside. It's Porter outside with the tip. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
The pass to Niang. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Good work defensively by Conley. Jazz trail by 10. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles, and O'Neal subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Now O'Neal. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. Shot to stop the run. Another miss by Conley. The Nuggets leading by 10. All going up court. And Millsap slams it in.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. Back to Gobert. Up and in on the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
For 3, Murray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And the first half is now in the books. The Nuggets on top as they end the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And one of the... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz, trailing by 10. Gobert, that falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert. Right side Millsap. Gobert against Jokic. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Yeah, they certainly have been. You'd like to knock down that first one, but if you don't, then a second shot is the next best thing.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Over Jokic. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Rudy Gobert.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low. And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
There's the three. Offensive rebound. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Jokic on the follow.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
They're getting outworked on the glass, and those second chance buckets have devastated their defense.
Inside, Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
A three from Morris. Here's Dozier, and that one drops. Dozier's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Mitchell. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Favors. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dozier passes to Millsap. A three from Morris. That shot off. And it's Utah the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The fadeaway. And that one goes long. Jazz trail by 13. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Porter in the corner. Gets a very good look and converts. Porter's got 9.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Passes it to Favors. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the quick release of Bogdanovich, he gets rid of that ball in a hurry.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Denver up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Here's Ingles. No good that time. Good defense by Jokic.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
For 3, Millsap. The rebound by the Jazz.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Now the dish to Bogdanovich. Ingles in the corner. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. O'Neal comes in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Jokic with the bucket.
Jokic is really good in these pick and pop situations. He loves them, and he executes them very well.
Conley scanning the floor. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Launches it. That one doesn't go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The putback. Porter dishes to Barton. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by O'Neal. On the wing, Harris. From outside, off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside Conley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Jokic with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break, moving it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nuggets.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one, and it's led to an abundance of second chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second chance points.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And a switcher also for Utah. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Joe Ingles. The offensive rebound, second chance shot, and it's finished off inside by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
A 3 from Morris. Traps in the tray. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Back to Conley. No good on the shot. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it's just competing, and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Morgan the pass to Oni. Harrison scanning the floor. Gobert trying to get open. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony. nestled among the peaks of the... And we've got time.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Here's Jokic. Millsap trying to get open. And that one's good. Jokic. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
That one is off.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Booker. Booker draws the double. Back to Paul. From deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Jokic passes to Millsap. Count it.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Pass to Bridges. He dishes it to Paul. Here's Ayton. Good defense by Jokic.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Well, once Millsap sees he has an opening, he lays the hammer down on that drive.
And Ayton throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The D cannot allow Millsap to get that deep inside the paint. He's just too good in there.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. And here are the Suns now. 6-point game. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Suns third.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Here's Dozier, defended by Carter. Porter passes to Jokic. Right side, Millsap. Back to Jokic. 5 on the clock. Porter outside. They grab their own miss. Jokic on the follow.
Yeah, Jokic getting up there to the rim. Teammates love to see him doing that.
Suns trail by 8. 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Payne dishes to Carter. Porter pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Dozier kicks to Millsap. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Millsap's got 9.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
To stop the run, Ayton attacking. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the pass to Dozier. Now here's Millsap. He's guarded by Johnson. Jokic inside. Ayton's there. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Dozier off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for the Denver Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Carter. Johnson is out there with E'Twaun Moore. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Payne in at the point. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Jokic, long and quick hands there to poke that one away.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 13. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. And a change for the Suns. Bridges, he's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Martin from outside. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Suns trail by 9. Out left to the wing. Payne gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. Payne's got 5.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Porter passes to Jokic. In the corner, it's Harris. Jokic against Johnson. Jokic inside, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Love the floor spacing with this offense because Jokic at the center can move the ball just about anywhere you want. And now he's attacking the paint.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. From deep three-point range, the shot comes out, and the Nuggets going the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And a lot of people thought they were the favorites going into that one, but it ended up being a much tougher game than most anticipated, and they just fell short.
Booker against Jokic, and the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Martin with it, now guarded by Booker. Jokic passes to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. It's Crowder on the wing. Takes a 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
And Crowder slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Crowder's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nuggets leading by 9. Murray with the bounce pass. In the corner, it's Harris. Jokic against Johnson. Here's Harris. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. 4 on the clock. Murray, no good. Booker inside, guarded by Harris. No good from Booker.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Martin from outside, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 9 points. And that's all for now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at point. The Nuggets leading by 12. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 20 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Out to Harris. Passes it to Barton. Murray with it. Bridges covering. Here's Jokic. Millsap. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. The drive by Booker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They host the Clippers after this game. Barton dishes to Murray. to Barton. In the corner, Murray with it. And again, Denver with the triple.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Suns trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ejuan Moore comes in for Bridges, and it's Carter in for Booker. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. Here's Moore. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Pass to Morris. The kick out to Porter. Here's Dozier. Morris inside, defended by Paul. Morris, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Carter outside. Oh, Ayton in position.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. On the wing, Morris. Porter against Ayton. And here's Morris for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Carter drives in. It's deflected. Ayton kicks to Paul. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And another great decision from CP3, taking high-quality shots and knocking it down.
Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Carter on the wing. Here's Morris. Shoots from the baseline. That one goes. Counted. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right here.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That's good from Johnson. Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Suns making a change here as well. Bridges checks in.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Paul against Morris. Paul passes to Ayton. Rebound by the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Morris looking over the floor. And the miss. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by 11. Don't go anywhere. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Booker and Bridges are the wing. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Well, Booker playing very aggressive, constantly looking to score and not taking no for an answer.
Harris finds Murray. Denver passing it around. Millsap trying to get open. And that one's good. Barton. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Bridges for three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Harris kicks to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Murray with it. There's the triple. Crowder pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good. Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Barton passes to Harris. And here's Jokic. Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Paul outside.
And the defense from Millsap definitely has an impact on the trajectory of that one.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Harris, good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Millsap has the open look, and Denver again with the bucket.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. No good with the layup. Millsap kicks to Murray. Back to Millsap. And there's the pass to Jokic. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Jokic, and the shot goes in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nuggets.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Passes to Murray. Over Booker. Here's Jokic. Out to Harris. Millsap at the elbow. Shoots over Crowder. He doesn't hit that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Booker. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Carter on the wing. The shot. And the shot no good, a bit short. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Chanchar, the pass to Najee. Campazzo, it's tipped. And Kaminsky with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Now here's Gobert, coming off a solid outing against Portland. Here's Paul, kept alive. Here's Ayton, and good that time.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And here is Conley. To the paint. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Ayton throws it down.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
One-on-one here. Bridges against O'Neal. Paul dishes to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Here's Ayton, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Now here's Conley. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Portland. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. Here's Mitchell. His 3-pointers off the mark. Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Suns moving the ball around, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And the pass to O'Neal. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Good on the 3-point shot.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown 3-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
Suns leading by 5. Pass to Booker. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Paul kicks to Bridges. Down low, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker, coming off a terrific season. 2nd in free throw percentage, 9th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic.
How about the relentless effort on the backboards? Crowder utilizing his size to eat the window.
Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Bogdanovich. Carter against Clarkson. And stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Carter leading the charge. Crowder the pass to Carter. Now here's Johnson. Ingles covering. Stolen by Clarkson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The shot's good from Carter.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Payne. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Here's Ayton. And at last, they get one to fall. Ayton's got 12.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Johnson can't get it to go. In transition, here come the Jazz. Pass to Gobert. Over Johnson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gobert's got his third basket of the night right there. And so it's Phoenix bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
one thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Rudy Gobert is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Favors, and it's Mitchell in at the point. Jazz trail by 7. Outside Favors.
And they continue to control the glass.
And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Carter left side. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Ayton finds Payne. He gets it in there.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range, and while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Gobert can't hit. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Gobert with it, now guarded by Ayton. Favors against Carter. And here's Ingles outside. Rebound by the Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Johnson goes in, kicks it to Ayton. Back to Johnson. Derek Favors with the rebound. Jazz trail by 5. Clarkson on the wing. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Moore's running. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Right wing. Payne can't hit. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Gobert, and the shot is good. Gobert's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Carter, the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Favors. Now the pass to Clarkson. That one a little long. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Payne. Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass. 14 points for him.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Gobert. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Inside. Now here's Johnson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Moore passes to Payne. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Favors. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Suns here with a different look. Jay Crowder's checked in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges comes in for E'Twaun Moore. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Paul in for Payne. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. George Niang, he's checked in for Gobert. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Poison Eels checked in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Donovan Mitchell. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Bogdanovich wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The shot will not fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns lead by 1. And a chance now to send it. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 14. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. DeAndre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Here's Bridges. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Paul kicks to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, starred at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Back to Conley. To the inside. Bogdanovich. Yes! And the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovich may be one of the most underrated players in this league. This guy understands his role and plays it well.
Here's Booker. Gobert with the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Here's Booker. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Outside Crowder. Bridges for 3. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Over to the left wing. Back to O'Neal. Passes it to Gobert. Outside Conley. Jazz passing it around, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for O'Neal. Bridges up top. Ingles covering. Bridges kicks to Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 3.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
Inside, Bridges with the steal. Ball right side. All alone. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To Niang. Ingles in the corner. Bridges with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
But just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Carter comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Derek Favors checked in for Utah. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Payne passes to Bridges. Feeds to Crowder. Favors with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Conley for the tie. Here's Favors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Don't you love the attacking attitude of Derek Favors on the interior? Not many guys who can match his frame and strength.
And so Favors nails both of them. Suns have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Booker dishes to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get it to go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns ahead, up by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Favors, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. Mitchell against Booker. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to a point with the bucket for Mitchell.
This is Mitchell at his absolute best. Driving, attacking, putting all the pressure on the defense.
Booker in the post. Covered by Mitchell, and the dunk by Booker.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Paul with the ball, now defended by Mitchell. Paul's shot is off.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Down low and stolen by Favors. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
Here's Bridges. Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. In the corner, O'Neal with it. And there's the pass to Conley. Back to O'Neal to tie it up. No good. Shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. Johnson finds Paul. Booker in the corner. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Over Conley. No good off the front iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Mitchell missing. Suns leading by 3. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bridges. O'Neal with the rebound.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Ingles passes to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
How about the confidence and calm demeanor of the young guy, Derek Favors? Big-time delivery.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. The Suns making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Bogdanovich in for Joe Ingles. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his first basket of the night.
Poised under pressure. That has come to define Mike Conley.
Here's Booker. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
Jake Crowder's checked in for the Suns.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Mike Conley. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Booker. Tries again. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Out to the right wing. O'Neal kicks to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Booker. Back to Bogdanovich. The Jazz working the ball around now. Over Paul. A putback, and it's Bogdanovich on the follow. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Bogdanovich is simply cold-blooded, astonishing scorer when the game is hanging in the balance.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I'll tell you, this guy can be an overwhelming force. DeAndre Ayton, terrific, using his size to get the defender to commit. Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
Pass to Mitchell to take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's the fast break. Here's Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Puts it up from 12. It's good!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
In the corner, it's Bridges. For the win. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Brooks. moment. Check out now what Utah has coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5, home in the paint. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Here's Mitchell. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Mitchell. O'Neal up top. Martin defending. They get it again. Bogdanovich makes it off the glass.
Always good to see Bogdanovich use his height to his advantage because he's got the size needed to grab those offensive rebounds.
Millsap finds Murray. Three-pointer, Barton. Rebound, Utah. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante. But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
So it's Denver now after the basket by Utah. Jokic inside, defended by Gobert. Snatched up. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Conley. The pass to O'Neal. The 3. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Millsap's running. Stolen by O'Neal. Mitchell against Harris. For the 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
From past the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt. You know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Now here's Millsap, following the miss by Michael Conley. Jokic kicks to Barton. Back to Jokic. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Utah trailing here. At the elbow, it's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Barton. His last outing, 16 points for him. Outside for Millsap. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. The Nuggets also changing it up. Porter comes in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Harris. Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for Denver. Rozier's checked in. A 3 from Morris. A rebound by the Jazz. Right side Favors. Bogdanovich passes to Favors. Millsap grabs the miss.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Porter, no luck. The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. Passes it to Dozier. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Favors kicks to Niang. Pass to Clarkson. Here's the three. That one misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
Offensive rebound. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Dozier, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. With one on the clock, no good that time, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Jazz lead by 3, and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Porter. He's out there with Jokic. And it's Dozier in at the small forward.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Here's Niang. Pass to Favors. Kicks to Clarkson. Fires from deep. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Improving shot mechanics. Good height on that jumper. Nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson. Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Mike Conley's checked in for Mitchell. And a switcher also for Denver. Will Barton, he's checked in for Morris. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
There's the pass to Jokic. Swiped it away. Now, here's Ingles. Defense right on him. Passes it to Conley. Niang kicks to Ingles. Shot clock at 5. Clarkson on the wing. Fires for 3. Denver grabs the miss. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. There's Porter with the 3. Favors with the rebound. So Favors will bring it up for the Jazz. Ingles the bounce pass. Here's Conley. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got his first points of the night.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
And finished off by Porter.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Dozier. Michael Conley making his last shot. Campazzo. It's good from the top of the key.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Niang. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Yes, that goes in. Favors has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Jazz. To the middle. Here's Dozier. And that one is stuffed right through.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Pass to Ingles. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Jokic on top. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
And a quick check of the stats for Will Barton. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
He kicks to Millsap. Gobert with the block. Conley surveying the D. The pass to Niang. Harris against O'Neal. To the paint. Millsap with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Barton, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. Morris is checked in for Denver. Here's Mitchell, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Jazz lead by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
Outside Conley. Kicks it to O'Neal. Out to the right wing. Passes to Bogdanovich. But he recovers it. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bogdanovich has got 8.
There he's showing you he can run the show himself in that pick and roll. That's a nice play from Bogdanovich.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Utah out in front. They're up. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Now Murray. No points in the game yet for him. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And here is Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Here's Mitchell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Murray against Mitchell. Murray outside. Outside Millsap. Buries it from three-point range. Millsap's got 5 now.
Millsap, this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
The Nuggets have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Favors passes to Gobert. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And here's Millsap from the arc. And no good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Mitchell passes to Clarkson. Jacks up a 3. Here's Favors. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Feeds it to Porter. Over Favors. And that one's good by Porter. He has 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Ingles. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Mitchell up top, covered by Morris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Morris for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
43 seconds left to play in the third. Ingles against Harris. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Porter outside. No good there.
Excellent hustle from Bogdanovich. He really makes an effort to crowd shooters as they go up. Wants to bother the shot. That's good defense.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Morris. Bill Barton is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Murray, and it's Jokic in at the center position. And pushing it up, here's Denver.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Outside Conley. To the middle. There's Bogdanovich. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Jazz lead by 3. Barton finds Murray. Over O'Neal. And the shot is long.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Cloak loose. It's stolen by Morris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Porter with the steal. And finished off by Porter.
Boy, what a big night for Porter Jr. The coaching staff believes he has the potential to play like this all the time.
Morris against Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. That one rolling around and rims out.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Jokic with the bucket.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Outside Conley. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Conley. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
But they'll get another chance. Gobert pulls it in. Ingles passes to Bogdanovich. Here we go, one-on-one. Murray for 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's O'Neal. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Morris finds Jokic. And right through it goes. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley for 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morris passes to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
Ingles against Barton. Back to Conley. And the shot goes down.
Fantastic at capitalizing from those spots. Conley has a dynamite-looking jump shot.
Morris kicks to Jokic. 1:09 left in the game. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. That shot off. Now the Jazz take it the other way. 3-on-3. The pass to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Millsap comes in for Michael Porter. And Harris subbed in for Monte Moore. Millsap down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Millsap misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. They lead by 1. Millsap against Conner. Now here's Gobert. He's covered closely. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
It drops.
Harris has made these shots before, which is why he's confident in these situations.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Can't get it to fall. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battle.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much.
Right now, excluding your my players, you can't put your my players in there.
All right, so I'm gonna play the 4. We got LeBron at the point. We'll have Klay Thompson at the 2. Well, I'll play the 3. We'll go at the 4. We'll go Anthony Davis. No, Anthony Davis would be the 5.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful day as it usually. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Monday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
On the wing, Booker. Dishes to Bridges. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. Murray with it. He's picked up by Paul.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Bridges misses.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Barton, wide open, he fires. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
A shot Barton can make, that one is. So if you're the defender, you have to at least honor that.
It's Crowder on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Paul finds Booker. Here's Bridges. The pass to Ayton. Jokic with the steal. Here's Harris. They get it back. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Coming off a terrific season. 2nd in free throw percentage, 9th in scoring, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
And that one drops. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt, you know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Barton, no luck. Suns trail by 3. Fast break. Here we go. And Bridges jams it in.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. You got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Harris misses. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Murray, the pass to Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
Harris's confidence and physicality and determination allow him to draw fouls as he gets close to the basket.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Etuan Moore comes in for Bridges. Carter, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here is Carter. 1:21 left to play in the first.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Harris finds Jokic to the inside. Dozier.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Carter drives in. And Ayton throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Now here is Carter, following the miss by Gary Harris. 36 seconds left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Oh, Ayton in position. Porter with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Carter outside. And he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nuggets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. He's out there with Jokic, and it's Dozier in at the 3.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here is Carter. Ayton dishes to Johnson. Ayton kicks to Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 for... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's Payne. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Denver leading by 4. Jokic on top. Puts it up. The shot is good off the backboard. Jokic has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
That one goes in, and the Nuggets lead by 8.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Johnson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas. Yes, that goes in. Denver leading by 6. Here the three-point line. It's Porter. Misses off the right iron. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Johnson goes in. Jokic with the steal. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Morris kicks to Millsap. The second chance effort. That one, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
In a close game against a tough opponent, I thought they did a terrific job of just keeping their composure and not really being rattled.
Yeah, they kept their heads about themselves and hung in there, and that's sometimes what you got to do. I mean, I thought it was really impressive for them to come away with the win.
Johnson outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Jokic. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. And so here's Phoenix. Denver getting their last shot to go. Johnson against Millsap. And stolen by Barton. Down low. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Denver leading by 8. Millsap passes to Jokic. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. To the middle, Bridges finds Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
And the dunk by Booker.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
Can't get it to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's Denver bringing the quarter to a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession. Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They lead by 7. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 10 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Paul Millsap.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Payne, he's checked in for Paul. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Barton passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
And Ayton throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Barton kicks to Murray. His three-pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Payne misses in close. The Nuggets leading by 7. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Campazzo. And the rejection by Ayton. Jokic finds Porter. Booker pulls it in. Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Crowder. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Booker. Finished off the break. And now just a 3-point Nugget lead.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Carter, he's checked in for Bridges. And Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in. The Nuggets with another miss. Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Inside. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Out to Morris. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Suns on offense. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Ball comes in for Payne. Now here's Millsap. 7 points in the game. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Porter finds Millsap. Back to Porter. And it's good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Ayton in the high post. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Suns. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
At the top of the key, Millsap. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Millsap's got 9.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
Now Paul. To the wing on the left. Porter with the steal. Here's Dozier. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Denver. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Harris, Paul Millsap out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Dozier in at the 2. Porter passes to Harris, sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets.
Nice looking outside stroke by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there. You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. And Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Millsap doing good work there with the extra possession, converting on the offensive glass.
Suns trail by 8. Booker outside. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter with it. Bridges covering. Murray the pass to Porter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot. And now an 11-point Denver lead. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
The Suns making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 11. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Bill Barton, he's checked in for Denver.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Suns have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Bridges kicks to Booker, and stolen by Barton. Murray the pass to Barton. Millsap with it, defended by Bridges, to the middle. Jokic inside. Johnson on him, and taken away by Johnson. Here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense. One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Barton finds Harris to the inside. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Jokic throws it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. But they get it back. Back to Bridges. Another shot. Millsap grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Denver.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Passes it to Chanshaw. Jokic high post. It's on target from the high post.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Dozier passes to Hampton. Right wing. Here's Chanshaw. Misses the 3. Off on that one. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.